The Taliban shocked the world when it took control of Afghanistan. But what may surprise you is how they funded their campaign. Afghanistan is one of the poorest countries in the world. In March 2021, the World Bank described its economy as shaped by fragility and aid dependence. But there is one surefire way to make money in Afghanistan: the drug trade. Afghanistan produces between 80 and 90% of the global supply of illegal opium, a key ingredient in heroin.
Opium production is an easy access. It feeds families, it feeds poor people.
It's a big business with huge swathes of land dedicated to poppy fields. It is estimated that 1/5 of Afghanistan's GDP comes from the opium trade, and the Taliban play a part in every aspect of it. They're involved in the growing, cultivating, and trafficking of the drug, as well as taxing cultivators and drug labs and charging smugglers fees for shipments.
Not only do the farmers cultivate it, but some of their children, their family members, then become heroin addicts. They all start using it. And the opium that comes and is sent over to across Europe also comes into different communities in poorer backgrounds. In Britain, for example, my own, in town hamlets. So it's a vicious circle.
Although it has been out of power since 2001, the Taliban has always controlled pockets of the country. And in those areas, they introduced taxation policies, as well as taxes for travelling through them. The Taliban are also involved in the illegal mining trade. Afghanistan is full of extremely valuable minerals like copper, cobalt, oil, and gas. The Taliban controls small extraction sites, as well as extorting money out of other, more legitimate ones. They also raise money through suspected foreign investments from sympathetic countries, as well as looting areas they take control of and keeping the spoils of war. The Taliban's takeover has sparked a humanitarian crisis, but also a potentially huge economic one. Afghanistan's economy is reliant on foreign aid and grants, and much of that is up in the air. Most countries around the world have refused to recognise their governments so far, meaning receiving the same level of aid or financial help is unlikely. The Taliban have also promised to ditch the opium trade in an attempt to appear like a legitimate government, but this leaves them with limited ways of making money. There have been talks of foreign investment in the country, with China reportedly keen to get involved in that lucrative mineral business. But this is yet to actually lead to anything concrete. Another big problem is since the Taliban were removed from power in 2001, female employment has risen from 0% to 22%. The Taliban leadership say they will let women continue to work, but some have questioned whether this will actually happen. If women's right to work is revoked, then that takes a huge portion of the tax-paying population out of the workforce, creating yet another economic headache for Afghanistan's new leaders.